Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Firefall. In the last episode, we finished up our first instance mission and we rescued Oil Spill from the melding. And in this episode, we are going to help him fix his dropship up a little bit. Oil Spill's a pretty cool guy, so I think he deserves the help. Seems pretty underrated around Thump Dump too. So he needs a friend. It is Dragonfly weekend, so I am in a Dragonfly right now. It is free for this weekend for you to try out, and you do get to keep all the experience and progression you do on it, so that's kind of cool. And I just wanted to do something a little more interesting than the Accord variants. What the heck is that sound? Ah. So the mission has already started automatically for us. Need to come up and talk to him.
You came. I appreciate it. The one thing we're going to need for sure is a new auxiliary engine. Well, I could find one myself out in the junkyard, but I wouldn't be able to move the damn thing without a battle frame. That's where you come in. Think you can handle that for me? Heads up, though. Before you go into the junkyard, you'll want to grab some food for the dogs. Those flea bags can be real mean if you're not a regular. If you feed them some rotten Brontodon meat, those dogs will leave you alone. You know where to get rotten Brontodon meat, right? Just find a dead Brontodon. Now, let's find that engine.
Alright, simple enough. We need to come up here to the waypoint where a dead Brontodon will be marked. Now, if this episode seems a little bit weird or, quite frankly crappy, bear with me. I'm not really sure how I'm going to be doing these open world missions. They are not replayable, and on top of that, I'm going to have to be cutting them together because, oh, look, a random marker. So normally there should be a dead Brontodon laying here with the Wargrams feeding on it, but things are still a bit buggy. These missions were just put in after all, so I don't know, maybe I'm recording this a bit prematurely, but I don't care. Pick this up. That will put it in your call down slot in order to use it.
Now, let's find that engine.
They never really explain how to use it, so I was very confused the first time I tried this mission. So on top of it not being repeatable, in between missions, wrong button, you have to get these campaign points. And in order to get campaign points, like I mentioned in the last episode, you have to do missions and encounters. So I'm going to have to be cutting between every single mission, and it's going to be really obvious, so
grab it and drag it on back here.
This is a little disjointed. It's going to hopefully improve over time as we do more of these.
Feed him that Brontodon meat.
So apparently Oil Spill is concerned about us.
Grab it and drag it on back here.
Grab this. And this little fucker shows up.
What the hell? Damn L-Series drones. I thought we just cleared them out last month. Kill that defective rust bucket. Get that engine back.
All the robots in this model of maintenance drone had a serious bug in their operating system. They would steal anything they could get their hands on.
So be very careful not to kill the dogs. I think that is a fail condition, though I've never tried it. Mainly because this is not a repeatable mission and it's not something I want to mess up. Actually, they'd probably let you repeat it if you failed. But
user error. Auxiliary engine unauthorized. Seizure of auxiliary engine initiated. Termination of auxiliary engine initiated. Movement engaged. Evasive maneuvers engaged. Self-focus field engaged. Actuators engaged.
Need some healing.
Systems re-engaged. Collective protocol initiated. User error.
Where did you go? There you are. This little piece of junk is a real pain in the ass.
Actuators engaged. Servos engaged.
It's basically the same mechanic as a loot pinata, except for some reason it feels a lot harder to kill.
Hardware critically
There
damaged.
we go.
Systems overheating. Shutting down.
Good riddance. Grab that auxiliary engine and bring it back to me. Whatever you do, don't drop it.
Alright, and talk to Oil Spill, and that's mission complete.
Perfect. That engine doesn't look too bad after all. All it needs is a little tune-up.
And
maybe
I
a
can
little
kill you
clean.
now.
It'll run as good as new. Thanks for helping me out on this one. Faulkner's taking her share of lumps, but she's gonna be better than ever once we're done with these repairs.
I hope so, Oil Spill. We're going to need your dropship if we want to make any noise in the Ares initiative.
Sweetheart, you gotta think bigger than this Ares initiative. There's a whole world out there. Anyways, I'll holler at you if I need any more help with the ship. I promise it won't be long now.
Hey, boss. I've received word from Transhope.
Alright, that's going to do it for this mission, so let's see, we need, looks like 56 rank points, or campaign points rather, between this and the next mission. So I will cut away to go do that, and I will be right back.
That's the last of them, boss. The bomb should stabilize now. Thank goodness.
Hey, boss, the dropship is coming along nicely. But if we ever want to do another run through the melding, we're gonna need something special. A vehicle-mounted repulsor. Trouble is, VMRs are pretty hard to come by, and I only know of one guy who might have it. Head on over to Shantytown and find a guy named Vic the Crow. He's more vulture than Crow, but if someone's gonna have that kind of hardware, it'd be him.
After this, it'll be hard for the Accord not to send more soldiers to strengthen their other outposts along the wall.
Alright, we have now unlocked Mission 3, and we get to meet, so far, my absolute favorite NPC in the game. This guy is really freaking cool. You'll get to see what I mean here in just a second. Thought far enough ahead to both start recording early on this mission, for once, and I actually thought to do the mission near Shantytown so we wouldn't have to go very far. Here he is. One of the most fabulous mercenaries you will ever meet.
You must be here for the vehicle-mounted repulsor Oil Spill's been going on about. I do have one lying around, but in return I'll need something more special than the standard payment. After all, classified Accord technology is rather unique. Fortunately for you, there is something you could do for me. I recently made arrangements to obtain a crystite core, but the dissolutes from whom I was to collect the core have welched on the deal. Would you be a darling and recover it for me? They'll have it locked up securely somewhere, but the smelly gentleman downstairs works for them. He'll know where it is. Go ask him, won't you?
So yeah, this guy is hilarious. I absolutely love this guy's dialogue, and I hope we see a lot more of him in the future. Got a little bit of a spoiler that we end up on an Ares team called the Hellhounds.
Who are
in
you?
the beginning.
You think I'm just gonna tell you where the core is? Get out there, boys.
And I really hope that Vic the Crow ends up on the Hellhounds.
Out. No. Oh.
Alright, so this is your pretty standard courier quest, where you basically have to go to checkpoint A, kill this guy, and then go to checkpoint B, kill someone else.
I'll talk. The core is locked up safe in our base below Shantytown. So there, I told you where it is. But good luck getting through our
I suspect he's telling the truth. These bandits hold an extremely well-fortified stronghold beneath this farce of a town. They'll likely have the core in a passcode encrypted vault. Well, I believe this is your specialty, isn't it? Go get my core. I'll have the VMR ready to ship to Oil Spill as soon as you return with it.
Alright, so they're actually doing something really interesting with the voices now. This is actually shot after the next mission, we'll see that it looks like they're judging by proximity whether to broadcast the voiceover on the radio or as a new in-person thing. So that's really cool. Stronghold is down here. You can follow the waypoints or you can head straight down.
There certainly are a lot of these bandits, aren't there? One of them will surely have the passcode for the vault. Probably the meanest looking one, I would suppose.
Accord dogs! Probably here to raid our vault, which we have righteously plundered! Return to your masters in a burial dumper!
I'd wager that bandit boss is our man with passcode. Make him talk.
Look at you! You dare come after us? You are not the first! Who sent you? Oh, it is the crow, isn't it? Your master. He does not know me, but I know him. He is a little scavenger, that one. Oh, he is wanting to steal from lions. You'll soon learn what happens to those who travel with us. We will take the place that is rightfully ours. After we slit your throat, we will take his head on the pike for all to see.
Lions? That one certainly does think highly of himself, doesn't he? Don't be fooled, he's a proper nutter.
All right, you win. The passcode to the vault is Tanuki.
Tanuki? Fitting. Good job. What say we take a look at what's inside the vault?
Alright, so definitely some interesting characters in this mission. The one thing you want to watch out for, I didn't want to interrupt the voiceover just because it's so epic in this mission, is that you want to take out the turrets. Those are going to be your biggest threat, is having these things whittling you down, doing chip damage while you're trying to actually fight. They can be a pretty big pain in the ass at this stage if you're still in stock gear. If you are still in stock gear, I would considering at least crafting yourself something mildly nice for the next instance, which will be coming up pretty soon. We've only got one mission between us and the next instance mission. And he randomly died. I don't see anyone else on the map. Oh, look at that. Someone left their heavy turret for us. It's part of the joys of open world missions. Anyone can come in here and do the missions for you.
Ah, there she is. Amazing how such a tiny thing can power a city for a year, isn't it? Bring it back to me and you'll have your VMR.
Alright, so in exchange for us getting to go on field trips through the melding, we are robbing one town the ability to power itself for a year. I'm glad we definitely have our priorities straight. Oh, great. I really hope that I'm able to get over here on the stock jump jets. No, crap. Alright, wait for the afterburner to come back. There we go. Alright. Am I going to be able to do this? I do not know. Nope. Not a chance. Alright, so would it be quicker to walk around or sit here and wait for the afterburner? I think it's going to be quicker to wait for the afterburner. God, stock jump jets took a huge hit in this latest patch, or not the latest patch, in the milestone patch rather. But we also got the nice mission, so you win some, you lose some, I suppose. 2 seconds. I also kind of wish there was more to do in Shantytown. I think it's a really cool, unique aesthetic. Way back in the days of closed beta, even before I began playing, there used to be a melding acolyte that was spawned. It wasn't a very interesting world boss, but at least there was something to do here, and he was basically a very tanky bullet sponge he did a lot of damage. So no interesting mechanics, but you did get to fly around Shantytown for a solid 15 minutes, trying to kill him.
Well done. You're certainly a lot better at this than those devil hawks I hired to get the core. All they managed to do was bleed all over the rug. I'll ship the VMR to Oil Spill immediately. Make sure to tell him Vic and Rodolfo said hello.
Nice one, boss. That's gonna come in real handy for us. I'll let you know if we need anything else for the Faulkner.
A large number of Chosen were seen near a melding defense
Alright,
station near
now,
Shantytown.
I have no
I can only
idea
imagine
who
what they're doing
Rodolfo
out there.
is, but like I said, I really like this guy, and I hope we get to see a lot more of him. He's a lot of fun to hang out with. Anyway, I will see you at our final open world mission, and it is not as hard as you would think it is. See you guys there. Now that we got the VMR, Oil Spill wants to talk to us and get a hand from us fixing his dropship.
Hey, boss. I'm almost done getting my dropship fixed up. Think you could swing by and give me a hand on the final touches?
Now this mission we're not actually going to be shooting things, it's completely just a character mission for Oil Spill. It's still pretty cool though, we get to learn a little bit about him, which is nice. It does have one fail condition though. If you leave the mission area, which isn't well defined on the map at all, but it mostly consists of the dropship pad and the junkyard, and that's about it. If you leave that, the mission fails. I don't get why, but well.
You made it. There's cold beer in the ice chest. You know, I think this old dropship's gonna fly better than it did before I crashed it. I just wanted you to know that I couldn't do it, well, you know, thanks. Anyway, gonna need your help getting the auxiliary engine into place. Hey, I ever tell you about my big brother? You remind me of him. He was the kind of guy that was always working his ass off and saving every penny he earned. Bought his first car before he was 17, paid for it in cash, all on his own. It was a 96 Duke Stinger XT. Boy, did he love that dang car. I swear to God, he wouldn't even drive it over 55. I remember thinking that was the biggest shame in all of Louisiana. Hey, you mind handing me those Gauss couplers over there? Thank you. So anyway, I got this bright idea in my head to take the Stinger out for a drive one day. Hell, I couldn't have been a day over 13. So, big surprise, I drove that Stinger right into a big fat oak. Of course, I knew my brother was going to kill me, so the first thing I did was take my little old gas-powered dory out into the swamp. Figure I'd hide out there until my brother's temper cooled. Hand me the torrent capacitor on the bench. Thanks. So while I was out in that swamp, the tide changed and I got lost. And since I was an idiot and didn't check the gas tank in my hurry to get out of there, didn't take long for me to get stranded. I was stuck out there for 2 days. There was this big old fat gator out there that was starting to stalk me, test the height of my boat and such. I thought for sure I was gonna wake up as his breakfast. Okay, think we're ready for you to lift the auxiliary engine into place. It was my brother who finally found me. He'd been searching the swamp the entire time. I've always had a knack for getting my ass into trouble. My brother always had a knack for getting me out of it. All right, that should do it. She just needs a reinstall on her systems. She'll be better than ever. I'll tell you what, this dropship is gonna be our meal ticket. Thanks for giving me a hand on this one. I'll let you know when I'm done. We'll take her for a ride.
And with that, we're about done with this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments in the section below, and tune in next time for the next mission instance. I'll be pulling my rhino out for that one, and we'll be melting some faces. See you guys then.